So NASCAR.com is doing a driver draft, and I have one of those drivers that is now for the first time on the driver draft board, Harrison Burton. Harrison, welcome. Thank you for being with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's definitely it's cool to be on the draft board for the first time. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Now, we're not necessarily driving here as of recent, so how are you hanging in there? You bored yet?
Oh, definitely. I'm causing some trouble at the house. My parents are ready to kick me out at this point. I flew an RC airplane into our trees outside in the backyard, and that's about all I've been doing, other than working out and trying to stay in good shape and on iRacing a lot. So I'm ready to go racing again. It's what I love to do. So when it stops, it's no fun, but. Obviously, there's a bigger picture, and there's more to the world than just racing. In my eyes, sometimes it's hard to remember that, but this is important that we all work together and get through this thing. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go racing, but obviously, health is an important factor.
Absolutely. Everybody's staying safe so that we can go back racing soon. This is the fourth year that we've done this driver draft, and this is also the first year that you've been on it. So I'm going to ask you if you think that you're out of the top 25, do you think you're in the teens, or you think you're in the single digits?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even know who else is on this list, but I would have to say that I'm probably in the teens. I wish I was in the single digits. I had a tough year last year, so that lowered my draft stock, which is no good. But this year, my team and I worked together really well and had a good start to the year. Obviously, we haven't won every race, and we haven't been to the top of our potential in every race, but I think we've gotten close. And in California, we got a win, which is huge, and a cool racetrack to win your first race at. So obviously, things are looking up. I think for our whole race team and Joe Gibbs Racing as an organization, I think all three of our drivers are bringing a lot to the table so far, and we're working our butts off, and it's really cool. So our team chemistry at JGR is really high, and that's important. I think when you have guys that believe in you and you believe in yourself, then I think the results follow.
Well, good guess, because you nailed it. You're 17th, which I will tell you, from not being ranked to now 17th in 2020, you're only progressing and you're only going higher. You're one of three Xfinity Series drivers on the list, but I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you since you're winning Auto Club, so that had to help your stock as well here this year. So what was that like, getting that first win and out in California?
Oh, it was amazing. Something I've worked for my whole life, really. I started racing when I was 5 years old, and my dad raced Xfinity races, and he, was in victory lane quite a bit during those times when he was racing. And then, he was in Cup, and I remember just traveling all over and wanting to do that one day. And I remember when I got in the Truck Series for the first time, it was, incredible just to race there, and knowing that I remember watching those races as a little kid, wanting to be in them. And then moved to Xfinity and got a win. I think we're leading the points right now, and that's pretty surreal, but there's still more work to be done, and we're not satisfied with just one win. I think my whole team is motivated and ready to go at the drop of a hat. We'll be back hopefully into performing as well as we can and doing our jobs.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you're in single digits here in the next couple of years. Try to not to drive Jeff and Kim as crazy, and so we can get through this quarantine and get back racing.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. That's kind of my job, being their teenage son, right? It's my job to drive him crazy, and hopefully eventually we'll get back to racing and doing what we love to do. But like I said earlier, there's some important things we got to tackle as a community, as a country first, and once we get it done, we'll be back to doing what we love.
All right, Harrison, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.